How's it going, everyone? This is John Johnson. I'm very excited about this training tonight. As you can tell, me playing Utah Saints, a little rave music and everything, getting everybody pumped up and fired up because, guys, tonight, holy cow. So we've talked about a lot of stuff in our training. We've gone through 9 different classes. This is class number 10. We've talked about prospecting. We've talked about closing. We've talked about getting people to meetings on your phone calls and everything else. We're going to get back to tomorrow night. We're going to talk more about setting up meetings, how to set up meetings properly, that sort of thing. But tonight we're going to talk about branding. If you've noticed, I don't know if you've noticed or not, but in the last several days, I've been asking for testimonials. I still need testimonials from everybody if I haven't received one already. So I'm going to go here in the chat room really quick, or the chat, and I'm going to type in the email address I need them sent to. Right here, Bitcoin funding, BITCOIN, Bitcoin funding 3@gmail.com. Okay, so testimonials. Now, if you're on this team now, there may be people from other teams watching, and that's fine. So because I want them to learn as well. So I'm going to talk a little bit about our team, but also in general our network, because these trainings are open for everybody, regardless of what team, and hopefully you'll learn what to do on your teams as well to edify your teams. I want the whole company to grow. Okay, so just know that. So, but the testimonials I'm asking for the Revvolutionaries, your thoughts on our network shortly, just maybe a minute or two. We don't need, huge long testimonials because we have to go through and edit all this stuff. So anyway, and then also why this team? Why did you join Revvolutionaries? What is it about this team that attracted you? Now, if you're on other teams, yes, you should do it for your teams too. I don't care if you're on Revvolutionaries or wherever you're at. You should do this kind of stuff, and I'll explain why. But before we get into that, let's talk about branding and the importance of branding. It is the most important aspect of any single business, because branding isn't just putting a golden arch up or putting a logo here or a logo there. Okay, yeah, that's part of it. But when you're branding, you're telling your story. You're selling yourself, your business, what you do, your commitment, all that kind of stuff. Branding is extremely, extremely important because you are showing your prospect what you're willing to do. You're marketing yourself in a sense. And your brand is who you become. And you need to have a strong brand, a strong presence online, especially nowadays. Everything's online. The social media. I'm meeting with Fusion Thursday for an hour to 2 hours just to meet with your entire social media team. And all we're talking about is branding for 2 hours and what we're going to do to brand our team and things of that sort. I'm really excited about it. But you need to get out there. So I'm going to show you a couple of videos I've made recently tonight. We're going to talk about those, why I made them the way I made them, why I edited them, why I used some footage, not other footage. I want to show you everything because when you put these testimonials together, I want to share with you guys how to do a testimonial and make it better and make it pop and make it believable and make it sincere and things of that sort. And when you share a video, you're trying to capture certain things on testimonials and things of that sort. Don't be all over the place. You can do several different testimonials. Do a testimonial about rmobile. Do a testimonial about your team or our network, but just keep not so long. Don't cover 20 different things in one testimonial. We're going to go through and the importance of doing it like that because we're targeting stuff because what we're going to do and what I'd love for you to do is start setting up your own social media pages, and I'm going to show you all sorts of different tricks and how to do this the correct way. Okay, and but it all starts with you. It starts with your brand. Are you the innovative maverick in your industry? Are you experienced? Are you reliable? When you're branding yourself, when you're doing your testimonials, when you're doing your posts, when you're doing your ads, when you're speaking with your team, when you're doing your own trainings, will they view you as someone who's experienced? They view you as a maverick, meaning are you innovative? Do you think outside of the box? Or are you just part of the status quo? You need to separate yourself from others, and there's a lot of different ways to do it. But you, in essence, also need to become your brand. You need to shoot for the top, Always shoot for the stars, knowing that it's baby steps along the way. And if you fall down a little bit, get out of your comfort zone. It's okay. In fact, it's a lot more fun. It is a heck of a lot more fun outside of your comfort zone than it is inside. Life gets too boring when you stay in a bubble. Push yourself a little bit, expand. It's a lot of fun because falling on your face and getting up and getting better, it's actually a lot of fun. There's a lot of truth to that. Your foundation of your brand is your logo, your website, packaging, everything, materials, everything's part of your brand, your logo. Corporate's doing an amazing job. I know that they're really going to even enhance their website even more next month. But every team within, remember, anytime you join, you're self-employed. All 7,000 plus members on this team all have their own business. They all have their own brand to promote. They all have themselves. The more you promote yourself as this leader, as this person, the faster your team will go. Period. End of story. That's just how it is. So let me make sure I mute everybody and they can't unmute themselves. So if you're not muted, please mute. Give me 1 second. Everybody. Okay, sorry about that. I'm making sure that no one can accidentally unmute themselves. Sorry about that noise. Okay, so anyway, that's part of it. Branding, stay muted when you're on a call. That's always a good thing to do too, because we want to bring value to these calls. So, and in fact, going to that, when you do your team calls and things of that sort, you notice on all of my team calls, I usually do a 5-minute countdown. I'm not doing that as an entertainment factor or anything like that. I'm doing that because when we do this calls, for example, this is a training call. Wednesday nights and stuff, I do the prospect calls. When we do these calls, we need to control the calls, meaning sometimes some sporadic question of, I sent in a support ticket and they haven't answered me in a day and a half. How is that bringing value to a prospect call when you have 100 prospects or even 5 prospects on the call and they're learning about the business? You think they want to hear that somebody didn't have their ticket answered in the day? Just you get random questions and stuff like that. So by muting those lines out at the beginning, because people say, why are you muting the lines? Well, that's why. Because you got to control that call, just like you do control your messaging. Going back to branding and everything on your social media pages, controlling the messaging. And I'm not saying it in a bad way. I'm just saying we always talk about it. You talk about don't leave negative comments, don't complain online, don't do stuff like that. You are a leader now. Leaders do not publicly complain. Leaders do not make those types of comments. They just don't. Nobody's going to follow you if they see you doing it. They're just not going to. It's just the way it is. Okay, so it's not harsh. It's not anything. This is for people's benefit to learn this stuff. Leaders do not make certain comments online out there for everybody to see, because if they see you made that comment, one day they will not follow you the next. They won't sign up with you. They'll sign up with somebody else. And that's, again, with the branding. What we're trying to do here for you and teach you to do for your teams is we want to take everything up a level. We want to take it up several different levels for you. So I'm going to show you something, a couple of things that I've done recently. We're going to go to our Facebook page. I'm just going to show you the simple message on Facebook. And I want you to guys really take some serious notes here. Look at this Facebook page, and it's created a certain way. I look down here, and there's a pinned post. Welcome to Team REVVolutionaries. So there's your team name, okay, on your Facebook page, your social media, whatever page you create. All new members, please begin here. Why? Everybody needs a starting point. You don't want them just to log on your page and they're scrolling down. They're like, okay, where do I start? What do I read? What do I do? They have no idea. They're clueless because they're brand new. They should be clueless. So immediately, the pinned post is a post that you post and it stays at the top of your page every single time. It'll never be jumped. It'll always stay at the top. Please begin here by watching this welcome video from our team leader, John Johnson. Why a welcome video? Because it's a nice touch. People like video. They respond well to video. Okay, so I'm going to show you this video, just give you an idea of what you can do for your pages, what you can do when you're messaging your team. And in fact, I'm going to do something because my face looks kind of funky there, but I'll go ahead and fix that. Don't worry, I'll put something over it. A files section. We go through the files section. And in the pinned post and on that video, it tells people go through the files section. It's orderly, it's systematic, it's easy to follow. The faster people can get through your site and they know how to navigate it and they know what brings them value, the better your site and the more attractive your site. And guess what? When they're thinking about signing up for your team, you're like, oh man, wow, look at their site. The other social media sites aren't doing all of this. We've gotten so busy in the site. We started with 5 members. We have well over 6,000 members and growing every single day. People join this site. Why Team Revvolutionaries and other, the marketing campaigns, the marketing hub, path to success, the training. Every single one of you should be putting these training videos in your marketing, in your social marketing sites, in your file sections. All of you should be doing that. All of you should be putting in stuff as far as why your team. You can call it Revvolutionaries, that's fine. You can call it whatever you want, but why your team? Put it in your file section in your site. Do this kind of stuff that we're doing. People ask me all the time, how are you growing so quickly? This is how I'm growing so quickly. I'm doing this kind of stuff. Back, obviously practicing how to speak with people, things of that sort. All the other 9 classes up until this point applies to tonight. But we're talking about branding. This right here is branding. And I'm setting expectations for everybody that comes into this page. When they see it, compare this page right here. Compare this independent member page of just an independent member of any network marketing company you've been in, just a simple Facebook page, to other ones you've seen. And tell me why you joined Team Revvolutionaries, or think about it. And tell me what have you gained, or ask yourself, have you gained from this page? Has it been of value to you, to your prospects, to your teams? Your page needs to give value to their prospects, to your team and all that. It has to give that same type of value. If you just throw up a page and you don't work it, it's not going to bring a lot of value. Okay, so it's very important to be able to do that. So right here, I'm going to go ahead. You should be able to hear this. Make sure, and I'm going to go ahead and start the video, and I'll share this to make sure you guys can hear this real quick as well. Hello. Hello, and welcome to our team page. My name is John Johnson, Master Member Distributor of rNetwork. I'm very excited that you found us, and you know what? You should be very excited you found us as well. Take a look at our team page. Start right here by reading the pinned post. Do not forget, check out our files section. One thing I learned years ago in marketing is you've got to do things together as a team. You're stronger together than you are individually. And our team believes in training, developing, pushing ourselves, making ourselves better people, making ourselves better team leaders. Everybody, it all works together. We do marketing, we do lots and lots of training. We have a training course in here which is exceptional, written by a 7-figure earner in this industry and taught by a person who's been in marketing and sales and has trained hundreds of salespeople in different industries for years and years. And guess what? You get it for free. A $3,000 training system that you get for free. It's part of our team because we care about your success, because your success is our success. Now imagine on top of that, funnel systems, search engine optimization from your upline to create volume for a team site. You have the ability to have your own little sites and systems and everything as well. And we teach, we edify, we do everything we can for you to become successful. We teach you how to prospect better, how to close. Old belly to belly works fantastic if you know what you're doing. How do you get people to show up to meetings? How do you get people to show up to your phone calls? How do you get people interested in the first place? You know what? We have an amazing opportunity. We have this card coming out that's incredible. We've got the bank, which is amazing. We've got the ability to earn on swipes, to save money, to earn money while other people save money. All of that is good and it's amazing, but if you don't know how to present correctly, you don't know how to prospect, you don't know how to close, you can bring in as many leads as you want. But if you can't close a lead, well, that isn't Join us, a team of revolutionaries, the people that don't mind mixing it up a little bit, challenging the status quo, and becoming winners, and becoming better beings, better people, by pushing ourselves, by challenging ourselves. I am so humble. I am so just thrilled to be the leader of this team. I was asked by one of the owners to become a team leader, to become a master member, and I take that very seriously. Again, welcome to our team. I hope you find a home here. We're going to welcome you with open arms. Read this post. Read the pinned post. Start here. Again, go over to the file section. Take the 14-day training course. It's just 1 hour a day for 14 days. It's recorded. You can take it at your leisure. Learn how to be a professional. Join us at Revvolutionaries. You know what? We're waiting for you. Don't keep us waiting. Don't make us wait long, because we're excited to have you. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Okay, so let's break that down a little bit. How deep did I get into the Revvcard? How deep did I get into the banks and everything else? I barely touched it. Barely touched it. Why is that? And my welcome message. I didn't try to sell them the whole program in my welcome message. I edified the team page. I promoted the team. Why do you want to be part of this team? And think about that. You know, you don't have time to put a whole presentation right there. Nobody's going to watch a 30-minute presentation right there. A simple team message, go to the file section. Go here, read the pinned post. It's to get them started. But that little touch, that little video, everything like that, that can make huge difference on whether somebody's going to join your team, or they're going to join somewhere else, or they're just going to lose interest altogether, because they're going to look at the thing and say, well, because when people are looking to start a company, it's not just the product, it's not just a service, but it's the support system. Is this duplicatable? Can I come in and build a business? When I was a franchisee, they gave us all sorts of stuff. They said, here, use this, say that. Here's this logo, here's that logo, here's this shirt, here's this jacket, here's this banner, here's this, here's that. They give you, and they expect you to use it all. I want your store to look like this. I want your marketing to sound like this. I want this and this and this and this. It's branding. They're bringing it in, but you look at it and you think, okay, wow, I can build a business with these tools, with what I have. If somebody goes to your website right now, or your team page, your social media, whatever it may be, do you have a welcome video? And if you do, what does it say? Is it trying to sell them on the card, or is it edifying your team? Is it allowing them to see that your team's going to support them, they're going to educate them? And don't think for 1 minute, you can't say the same thing I said. We have classes, 14 classes, taught by a 7-figure earner. Guess what? You can say the same thing on your page. Do you know why? Because you can go to the files section and you can post those classes in your files section. I told you can use anything we create. It's yours too. This is a joint effort. So you can make the same statement that I just made. You can say, hey, you can become educated by joining this team. You can have access to these classes. You can have access to all of this training. It's a good idea to put together a team calendar of the events that you have. We have a calendar in our files section. It's an excellent idea to have a pinned post. Right then, front and center, introduce your beautiful self and say, look, this is who I am. This is what we do. This is how our team's going to help you. That's why you do stuff like that. You've got just so little time for people to stay. You don't want them to click on your page and just leave. It's all got to be right there front and center on the top. That's why we have the file section. That's why it looks like the way it looks. You know, we do things systematically. When you do teams, we monitor statements all the time. We monitor comments constantly. People complain about stuff, we just delete it now. We don't even answer half the times, we just delete it. Why? What's it adding to the value of our team? What is it adding to edifying your page? What is it adding to the system as a whole? If you have an issue with support, email support. If you have an issue with this, that, email support, that's what it's there for. When you're marketing, do you ever see, say Subway, they're up there, they're marketing on their sandwiches and they're showing the foot long and they're showing $5 foot long and all these guys are smiling and happy. You see somebody in the corner saying, hey, I had a sandwich yesterday and I didn't like it. I'm having a problem with my sandwich, or they gave me the wrong change. Do you see that on ads? If you don't see that there, why do you think we would keep those comments in here? Think about it. Think about it. These pages are to help you build your team. Period. End of story. And that's what needs to be on here. Anything that's going to help build your team and build your business belongs on this page. Anything else belongs as far away from this page as possible, or any social media. You've got to think like an entrepreneur, like a business builder. You cannot put negative stuff on promotional pages. You can't. That is just bad, bad, bad. Don't do it. Don't do it. We just delete them anyway. They'll last for maybe all of 5 seconds and they're gone. It does not bring any value. If it does not bring value, don't do it. And for your pages, expect the same. Don't allow other people to do it. It's counterproductive. And it's actually it could slow down your growth. Okay, yes, we want to support people. Yes, we want to make sure everybody's taken care of, but there's channels, there's proper tools, there's a way to do it. Support at rNetwork.io, right there. Or log on to your website and put it up there. Now let's talk about the next thing here. Edification of the team. Thank you so much for sending your testimonials in. It meant a lot. In fact, some of them actually made me tear up a little bit, to be honest with you. I was like, wow, I must be getting through some of these teams. They must be seeing that we are working really hard. We're doing a lot of stuff to help build this team. You know, we spend a lot of time and hours on this. I want to show you the video I just did today. I did one yesterday and we made it a little bit better today because we added screenshots. And again, where this is headed with these testimonials and things we're doing, my son's up there right now and he's spending hours and hours putting your faces and testimonials to a green screen so that Fusion can turn around and put their magic behind you. How cool is that? They're going to be able to even enhance more so than what we've done, and to help edify you and your teams and do it that way. Every video we receive from them will receive 2 of the same video. One will have our link on it. Our link's going to drive them to our team page. The other one will say, get with the person who sent this video to you, so that you can use it for your teams. Whether you're on my team, Jeremy's team, it does not matter to me. You can use all those videos. It doesn't matter to me. Okay, so we're doing this, but you can take these tips and sales tips and stuff. Yes, these videos I'm showing you tonight, these are talking about our team, Revvolutionaries, because this is our team. But you can do similar things with your teams and your micro teams within Revvolutionaries, whatever you call yourselves. It doesn't matter. You know, I've seen Shotwave, I've seen some other cool names out there. This is the kind of stuff you can do to edify your teams. Because at the end of the day, especially with some prospects, they don't know. They'll come in and they'll say, okay, who are your leaders? Who are the people driving this team? You know, and they want to know who that is, and they want to, because they want to see what type of support. Is this a duplicatable system for me? If they don't believe it is, they won't join your team. Or it's going to be really hard for them to sign up if they can't see that they can duplicate. It's very, very, very important to have this kind of stuff. So let's go to this video here. I'll share this screen as well, and I'll kind of show you what I did here, and I'll explain why I did it. The way I did it. So give me just one moment. Share this screen as well. Make sure you guys can see this. Okay, so another video. Here we go.
My name is Rebecca Bell.
Hi, everybody. My name is Wanda Cooper.
Hi, this is Edwin Cabrera here.
Hey there, this is Amanda in Atlanta.
Hi, my name's Douglas Hayes.
Hi, this is Derek Martell.
Hi, my name is Kari Leggett.
Hi, everybody. My name is Sam Laffey.
Hello, Mitch Romero here.
Hello, my name is Alice Pokluda.
I mean, I've been online for 10 years now, and I've never seen a comp plan like this, or a company like this, or leadership like this. This is really going to explode.
John Johnson and his leaders, what have they done? They've invested thousands and thousands and thousands, literally, into a system that they are sharing with us for free, members who are on his team. And so, you know, that's just amazing to me that John Johnson is pouring out his heart, his time, his energy, and he's doing this for us. I literally call it a university on wheels, because when I'm listening to it, you know, he's been doing some Zoom webinars Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesdays for the last weeks. And I'm always in the car, so I'm learning and I'm growing and listening to them. And so then, you know, I'm going back and I'm making notes on them, but he is just helping us. He's investing his time, his energy, his money into us.
Being on the Revvolutionary team is an added bonus for sure. I've been really impressed with my upline and how supportive and competent they are. I've also never seen such a dedicated team leader as John Johnson. Everything we need to be successful in this business is at our fingertips. We just have to go after it. This is an opportunity of a lifetime, and it's an opportunity where you will get out what you put in. Can't wait for what's ahead.
I really appreciate the opportunity to be on this team. You're going to be helping everybody from the top down.
I love my team. I really do. I love the support that we get. No question is a bad question. And we support each other and we lift each other up. And we have our master team leader, John Johnson, who he works to no end to provide for us training and development and tools and everything we need to run this business. And he's doing a 14-week course now on how to become a seven-figure earner in the rNetwork. And so it's just a great thing. We're expecting great things from this company with John leading the way.
The support system is just out of this world. You just get answers to any kind of questions you have. They're just right there to help you. They're right there to give you the support. They have so much leadership and leaders in this team, and they give you all the tools you need. They give you the training that you need so that you can grow and you can in our network, and you can really develop a team. And it's just so great to be in this team.
Corporate team has years of experience in fintech, marketing, operations in the corporate world. The support that you get is amazing. So I would highly recommend that you join this company and start saving money and earning money by helping others do the same.
Are you a part of the Revvolutionaries? Are you a part of our team with John Johnson as the master distributor and upline? Our Revvolutionaries is where it's at for success. John Johnson is about helping all of us win. And I can't say that word enough. Success. You're going to experience it with our team, giving us amazing courses that cost thousands and thousands of dollars. If we were to have to pay for it, he's given it to us for free. Not only did he give it to us, but he is doing it with us and recording it so we can go back and keep learning, so that we can keep sharing with our team and growing our team. He is also teamed up. He has used his own money. Him and his partners are using their own money to team up with the best marketing agency that there is out there, and they are rocking it. They are about to dominate the search engines. So that's why it's probably important that you say yes to Revvolutionaries.
Working with the Revvolutionaries, I've never been involved with a company where I have so much help from my upline, sideline, downline. Everybody is just so helpful. Anything I need, there's training, there's recorded, there's videos, you talk to people. I just love this company.
Our network has something appealing to each of us as individuals. And I felt our network with the team leadership of John Johnson, who was specifically chosen by the company as a master member, was the place I personally can help change the lives for the better for people in more than 80 countries. He is showing up on many videos and he gives many Zoom meetings. Now, John is a very passionate person for his own personal reasons, and John is also very competitive, and that benefits us absolutely. I just see us as being very lucky to end up with him as our team leader. And by the way, the educational aspect of joining this particular team should not be missed. What we get as a member here, you can go pay thousands of dollars, literally, for the same thing elsewhere, if you'd like that better.
Hello, my name is John Johnson. I cannot be more proud of my team, Team Revvolutionaries and rNetwork. Now, if you're thinking about joining our network, which of course you should, I mean, you've got the discounts, you've got the bank, you've got the ability to onboard local merchants, you've got all these things that are so phenomenal and amazing about our network. But you know what? My favorite part is the people, the people, the people. We have an amazing team here at our network. We learn from each other. We help each other, we support each other, we have team marketing, we've got funnel systems available, we've got training, lots and lots of training, development. I always believed if you develop yourself, you push yourself to be a better person, a better leader, a better example, then you can create something massive, something special. I want to thank all of my members for sharing their testimonials. There are so many testimonials that we had. I was only able to pick a few of them, so I'm sorry if I left anybody out. I didn't mean to, but I'm so excited about our network, our team, and how quickly our team is growing and how we've come together to create this movement. It's amazing. It is so special. It means so much to me. I want to thank Richard Smith for asking me to become a master member. I take that very seriously. I love my team to death, the friendships I have made. You know what? Thank you so much, our network. Thank you so much, team. And you know what? We're just getting started. If you're thinking about joining, join. Let us help you. Let us help you succeed and do what you have always wanted to do. And that's to build a residual income for you, your families, through this amazing platform and arm in arm with a sensational team. Okay, so now let's break down that one a little bit. Where in that video did I say, hey, make $1 million a month or $1 million a year? Or did I like go and talk a lot about the card? No, I didn't do any of that stuff. Or about this or about that. No, because again, there's anytime you're branding and you're marketing and your things of that sort, right now, we're focused on building teams and helping you build your teams. This should give you a lot of ideas and ways on how you can promote your team. What makes you, I mean, think about why you watch these videos, and does it remind you why you joined this team? Do you see value with this where you can say, hey, look, you know what, if I had somebody watch this, well, they think, you know what, maybe I should join this team. Maybe I should join with this group. And again, whether you're on my team or not, doesn't matter. You can do things just like this for your teams. It doesn't, all this stuff, these are ideas you can do. This is what I've done, but you can do whatever. And it's very important to understand these concepts and how they work, because it's perceived perception, how the public perceives you, your team. And again, they want to make sure that they're going to connect with the group that gets it. You know, they want to connect with the group that understands. And so all of these videos like this, you know, right here, how many people are on this? The rNetwork Revvcard affiliates YouTube channel. How many of you are members of our team YouTube channel? How many of you even know about our YouTube channel? Guess where you can find it? You can find it in the file section. So let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go ahead and put this here. I'm going to put this link so you guys can become a copy of the, you can join the YouTube channel, because then you can see all the other videos that you can use. And I take the old videos out. If they're outdated and stuff, I take them off. But you have access to these videos as well. You know, there's a lot of ways. Here, I'm trying to find the chat feature in here. Here we go. So go ahead and copy this link or whatever. But again, you can find that link in the file section, and you can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Just more tools for you to build your teams. And you can take these videos, or you can watch that video and say, I want to make a video like that. I want to learn how to do that kind of stuff. You know, there's the rperks that Fusion did. This one has our link in it. Remember, they're going to make videos that don't have our links in it as well, so you can use those. You know, prospect calls, all that. Look at all these things on the YouTube channel. All these videos on here that you have access to. And if I click show all, there's a ton of them. There's a lot of them. And so anyway, just a lot of things to look at for you. If I click on videos, actually, there's a lot of different videos. Look at this. Okay, all these pages and pages of videos that you have access to. Did you even know about that? Check it out. They're everywhere. And so now, if it were me, I would focus more on the recent videos because there's more information that applies to what's going on right now. Things of that sort. But make sure you know where all the tools are and use those tools, and then you can take these and put them in your own teams. All the classes are also right here. So the classes are in the file section, but they're also always placed on the YouTube channel as well. So again, it's important for you to know about this channel, what it is, and everything about it. And then going back to that testimonial video as well that I just did. Think about this. When I went from this person to that person to this person, notice it was kind of the same thing. They talked a little bit about our network and a lot about our team. They already know about our network. By the time they get to your team page, your social media, they should know a little bit about our network. They should at least know what it is. But again, why are they joining you? What makes you stand out? That's why I wanted these testimonials worded a certain way. That's why I use some and not others, and then I will go back and use others. I'll tell you another thing I'm going to do, and you can do the same thing. I'm going to put a PDF together. I'm going to put different things together, and I'm going to have about 100 faces on there. Just put face after face after face after face. Permission, and obviously to use it with your videos and whatever. And then I'm going to say, see what our members are saying. And then I'm going to take little blurbs in the testimonials. So and so says this, says that, says this, says that. You got hundreds of testimonials all on one page. You can hand that out, or you can post it to your social media groups, and you can post it. That kind of stuff, that helps with your branding. That helps with all of this kind of stuff because it gives you credibility, and it shows. Even if you have a team with 5 people in it, so what? Use something because we're still all your upline is still part of your team. So use the kind of stuff. It's all right there for you to have. So if you're not using it, then it's kind of on you if you're not having success. We really want to help everybody have success in this, but you got to do your part. You got to use some of the stuff that you've got, and you got to know where it is. You got to be in the file section. You've got to watch all these courses. You've got to share these courses with your team. You got to do all that kind of stuff, and you're going to build a massive team. I know for a fact you will because I'm building a big team. But look at this. There's 2.76 thousand subscribers on it, but we have a team of 7,000 people. So where are the other 5,000 people? They need to be subscribers to this YouTube channel. And on this YouTube channel, I'm not out there trying to get people. I don't have my links in any of these. Right here, I don't have that. These are for videos for you, or if you're a charter member, you don't have to send prospects here, it's fine. The charter members should be on here and use whatever you want. Use whatever you want. It's all right here. Look at all that. We spend hours and hours and hours on this stuff for you to have better results, for you to build your teams faster. That's why we do it that way. So really quick, before I get into my next thing, I just want to take a couple comments or questions, but unmute yourself. I'm going to allow you to here in a minute, but ask questions regarding what we're talking about tonight. Ask questions pointed towards branding. Ask questions pointed towards marketing, stuff like that. Don't ask questions when the bank's going to roll out, stuff like that. It doesn't apply to this call. Those questions can be on other calls. But this is a training course on branding, marketing, team building, social media, all that kind of stuff. Those are the types of questions I want to hear, and I will share the answers. So I'm going to unmute everybody for just a moment. Then I'll mute you all again and give you the ability to unmute yourselves. Give me 1 second.
Merong swimming pool. Wala pa.
Okay, that's always loud. Okay, so you guys have the ability to unmute yourself, so go ahead and feel free to unmute yourself and ask questions pertaining to what we're talking about tonight.
Yes,
Hey,
John.
Yes.
George Hudak.
Yes.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, what I was going to ask was that how should we word the ad before we use the video? I mean, to get people to use the video.
Okay, it depends which video you're using or which ad you're creating. So when you say how to word the ad, the best way to word, we've got, again, in the file section, we have some sample ads, and those are for you to use. So when I create an ad, per se, I don't want to be promising anything extravagant or crazy or say, hey, earn $10,000 in a month or any. I stay away from that kind of stuff. The word, the ads, and it again, and we talk about this in a lot of other classes too. In these ads, it depends where you're marketing. So if you're marketing just general social media, that's not always the best place to just place an ad on Facebook and expect a lot of results. It's just not going to happen. You got to point where you're marketing to. So if I'm in a group that is, say, seniors or whatever, maybe I'm going to talk more about the vacations, because sometimes they travel more because they may be retired, they have time for travel. Or I may place an ad regarding the prescriptions or benefits, or supplement your income, keep it set, supplement your income, check out what we're doing here, that kind of stuff. So it all depends. When you say word in an ad, that's very general and broad. It all depends where you're targeting it. The more you target your marketing and target those ads and those messages, the more effective your ad will be. And all throughout these classes, we talk a lot about that kind of stuff, targeting. You can also go to YouTube and learn about sample ads on targeting. There's numerous examples, but I would just say, again, depending on where you're placing that ad, that's what your message needs to focus on, that group, that particular group of people. Social media, when you're doing social media, you should steer more towards it's in social engagement, meaning that what you're doing is you're trying to start a conversation, you're having an engagement, you ask a lot of questions, you show videos like this, like the ones we have now, and then you point them to your page in different ways. And so social media is more start a conversation by engaging people, and don't throw a bunch of ads at people on social media, because that just doesn't work. They don't go to Facebook to be sold. So a better ad on Facebook would be something like, how many of my friends in here feel like they're overpaying for their cell phone? Click here, and that might even sound a little too pointed, as far as just say, you can even say something like, oh my goodness, wow, that's pretty amazing. I learned how to save more money on a cell phone. This is pretty cool. I mean, just something like that. A conversation started. Or, oh my gosh, I just had a car delivered to my house. I never thought this could be possible. Stuff like that. How did you do that? And things. But you don't want to say, hey, if I'm on a Facebook and I'm on a social media, I'm going to say, hey, you know what? Contact me and I'll show you how to save money on a phone. Don't do that kind of stuff. That kind of stuff doesn't work, because that's a sales pitch. That's an ad. It's more like, oh my gosh, I can't believe that. I just cut my phone bill by $40. This is pretty cool. And just leave it at that. Don't go crazy with it. I see ads all the time on Facebook. I kind of shake my head. I'm like, nope, that's not going to get a lot of results.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
George Hudak.
Yep.
So if I'm understanding correctly, the idea is to get each of us as leaders get our team pages together, because the end state is going to be where your page might, thousands, hundreds of thousands of people aren't going to be able to hit your page. We're going to just build our pages, build our teams, and so on, correct?
Well, I mean, even if there's hundreds of thousands of members, which there may be, it's not just that. It's building a page to separate yourself as a leader, as someone people want to follow, right? So it's kind of, and it's good to start those, because if I, George, go out and I speak with so-and-so, whoever it may be, and then they search for my online presence and I don't have one, then they're going to question, well, how are you, George, going to help me? Right? Not just your team, but how are you going to help me as well? So it's helping all of us become more of a leader and to create a following for ourselves individually. Now we can start with our team, we can create a following for our team, but then eventually we're going to have to create a following for ourselves as well to separate ourselves as leaders. So hopefully that makes sense. And then so it's almost like the big group page is like the big thing. Everything else is just like a little micro part of it. It's just microcosm. So and then that's what we want. We want thousands of microcosms. Yeah, go ahead.
Question, if I may.
Yes.
Robert here, real quick.
I would be very happy to do a page with different videos, etc. But I am assuming I'm not the only one that are not too sure how to go about that. Could there be an outline, a guideline as to maybe a few steps, and then I don't know, like, am I the only one that's not sure?
No, I can find, I will find.
Help.
Yeah, no, that's fine. So what I'll do is I'll find, I know, obviously I know how to create the video and stuff like that. So I'll do a tutorial on our Facebook page on how to create videos. I'll put a couple of YouTube videos that I'll go through and screen the ones I like that are more simple to follow. There's a lot of different ways to do it. You could do it on Zoom. You could do it on, there's a lot of video places to use. So whatever you're most comfortable with. What I do is I just put them on Zoom and then I convert them over to YouTube. And but there's a lot of steps to do that. And but I will put something, I'll put some posts on pages on how to do it. And remember, when you create video on your pages, on your social pages, I'll tell you the best thing to do. The videos that you create, do not create videos for the card. Do not create videos for the bank. Do not create videos. Create videos for your team, for you as a leader. Create videos for that, and then use the videos that corporate's created or that leaders have created that have been approved by corporate, that are compliant, and put those on your pages. And the reason being is number one, you don't mess with clients, and number two, when they create these videos and they create these things, there's a lot of time and effort that goes into it, strategies, and it's the messaging, it's the consistency of the messaging and the professionalism of the messaging and how they're put together. So those types of videos, when you're endorsing the products or you're selling the product itself, use what's out there. And then from corporate and from sources that have been approved and compliant. Everything else, your personal ads, your testimonials, kind of like this, then have at it and do as many of those as you want and make yourself known. Put those on those pages and make those personal or whatever. When I'm doing an ad, one thing I always do is a couple of things. These are just a laundry list of things. If I have a pet, I usually put the pet downstairs or outside or something so my pet can't bark or meow, whatever. We don't want all the background noises for pets. We want to keep the message simple. Depending on, again, it's targeted. So if we're in a social media page, we're going to talk and endorse our team. Another thing I would do is I would invite people in your upline to join your team. Because if I have a team page and it has 3 people on it, do you think the prospect's going to be very excited looking at it? Because you're just still now building your team. Have your upline go and say, come like my page, come join my page. They don't have to turn on the notifications, because nobody wants to get notifications from 500 pages. But have your upline, your sideline, anybody just say, hey, you know what, join my page. Send the invite out to everybody on your social media. Invite, join my page, join my page, join my page. Because the bigger your page is, the more people that are on it, it looks more credible. People are like, wow, they've got a lot of prospects on this page, or a lot of people. Anytime people see a lot of people on a page, it looks like more of an appealing page. So a lot of things like that are good ideas and ways to do it. So hopefully this helps. Any other questions? Good questions?
Hey, John, this is Robert. I have a quick suggestion. I've been trying to reach out to you for quite some time on Messenger, and I know you've seen the post, but you're really busy. On our team website for Fusion, on the blog page, it still says "Hello World."
Right, and that's fine, and we can't move that, and that's a Google thing. So it's an SEO thing. So yeah, that's put there on purpose, and that's being pushed down the page anyway. But yeah, that is when we run search engine optimization. There's certain content, and there's certain messaging, and there's certain stuff that's written a certain way. So with Fusion, they're the ones that actually write all that stuff. So it's fine, and it's being pushed out, but they wrote that for a particular reason. And so, for example, let me give you a perfect example. When you run search engine optimization, that what that means is Google is kind of the foremost. They're the ones who decide who to put on page 1, page 2, page 3, number 1 on page 1 or whatever. It's up to them and only them. Like nobody else has control where you're ranked. So you have to write messaging that's Google friendly, and it's done a certain way. And basically, they have to see that you're credible. They have to see that. And so they actually took the content that I gave them from corporate, and they had to change some stuff. Then I had to go back to corporate. I had to have it approved, of course, but they had to change content a certain way to make it Google friendly to rank. And so there's certain things that are worded and verbiage and stuff like that we had to use to reach up towards the top of those search engines. Hopefully that makes sense. And that's why it's a process too. That's what I told you at the beginning, where we're headed with the SEO and everything that we're doing. It's like a faucet, like I said in one of my live videos. It's going to start slow. You won't even see a drip. You won't see a lead for a while. You won't see anything. You'll hear crickets, and that's fine, because all this stuff, the blogs, the articles, all that stuff is written for Google to look at it, recognize it, see it as credible. It's written a certain way. It's written like that, all that kind of stuff, and they rank you. It's almost like a contest, and they rank you, and they rank you more and more and more. And that's why every month we're going to have 8 new blogs. We're just going to keep blog after blog after blog after article after article, and all this kind of stuff. And you have to just keep doing it over and over again. The videos, everything that we're doing, and eventually we're going to go creep up closer and closer to the top of the rankings. Then we'll be towards the top of the rankings. So when somebody goes into whatever search engine and they type in this or that, boom, we're right there. And so, and so what's going to happen is, it's eventually we're a couple weeks down the road, we might get 5 leads a week. Then we'll get 10. Then we'll get 20. Then all of a sudden we'll get 100 a day, 200 a day, 300 a day. It's going to get to where that faucet turns on and it's just going to flood. All the stuff that we're doing is pointed to this. So what we're teaching this team to do is simple. Let us, as the upline, work this big, huge thing, and then everybody create some like a microcosm of this big, large thing. Because not everybody's going to shell out $6,000 to $8,000 a month. I can promise you that, and increase their budget as they go. And so, but that's kind of what we're doing. Yeah, go ahead.
Another thing, John, real quick, the social media links don't work. You know that?
I don't know what you mean, social media.
On the website. Website. The buttons don't work with the Facebook, Twitter.
Yeah, that's because they're not live yet. Yeah, I'm meeting with them on Thursday. Yeah. Don't worry. Like I said, don't worry on the Fusion stuff. They know we got a plan there. Yeah, we don't have live sites on social media yet, but once we do, yes, there'll be. In fact, there'll be more, because we're gonna, those 4 or 5 that are at the bottom, we're gonna have a lot more social media feeds than that. But those will go live, and then once they live, they'll turn right now they're like blacked out or grayed out or whatever. Once they go live, they'll be in color, and then you'll be able to. They'll be yeah, go ahead.
Perfect. Irene.
Yep.
This is Irene.
Yes.
For the Facebook, would you do a fan page or would you do a group page for Facebook for branding?
Okay, so for branding, I would do a group page and also /fan page. You can do both. So you can do a group fan, or you can do both. Sometimes it's hard to do both because then you have to manage them both and whatever. But sometimes it's good to have the fans in there with other members, because the members can help edify and answer questions. What I normally do, I would take my best or my most trustworthy or most competent or whatever you want to call it, leaders on your team, and I would make them admins of your page as well. Because then if you're not able to answer a question quickly because you're out and about doing this or that, maybe the other admin can help. right? So if you look at my page right now, I think there's 3 or 4 admins on my Facebook page. And all my social media pages are going to be like that. I will not be the only admin. There'll be a handful of us to help run and manage that page correctly and things of that sort. That's what I would do. Go ahead, Amanda. I saw your name.
Hey,
yes.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Sorry, I'm driving right now, but hi, thank you for everything that you're doing. So this is a little bit different subject, but is there a possibility in one of your next classes that you can teach us how to, I was trying to look it up yesterday on YouTube, how to use the PowerPoint, the PDF. I don't know how to use that. I'm not ready quite yet to do that, but I will be soon.
Okay, how to use PowerPoint?
The PowerPoint that Dave Dub sent
right.
or put up in the files, like how do you, like what do you do with it? I don't know what to do with it. I was trying to go to YouTube, and is that for Zoom? Because it's not, or on the computer, I know.
Okay, so.
I mean, to split it up and to talk about it.
Right,
it's
so.
not that hard, right?
Right, you mean to do a presentation using it?
Right.
Okay, so a lot of different ways. Again, I use Zoom calls, right? And so I just go to Zoom and I pull up my Zoom meeting, and then you go to the top and you click on share. When you click the share button, any file that you got pulled up on your desktop, you can click on it and it'll make that. It shares that file. And also in stuff like that, you can YouTube, how do I share, PowerPoint using Zoom? How do I share PowerPoint using this and that? Like there's all sorts of different ways to do that. So, but I use Zoom because it's my favorite. Because I'm just so used to it. But there's a lot of different ones that you may or may not like. So I can do a couple tutorials as we go. Once I wrap this training up and start my next one, I'll always do training calls at least once a week, even after this class, just for technical stuff and different things like that, and see how things are going. But yeah, there's like I said, you can YouTube it, or I can put stuff online. But
thank you. I did start
Zoom is what I
that,
use.
so.
Yep, no problem.
Okay,
so
great.
I have
Thank
time
you.
for one more.
Hey, this is Kay.
Yes.
I would like to talk a little more about the difference between the group page and a Facebook page. And I'm not exactly sure what the fan page is. So could you describe those a little bit?
Okay, so a fan page, I'm assuming, is to bring in free fans, right? So promoting a page specifically built for fans. Come become my fan, that kind of thing. So a prospect page for fans would be my assumption. And then the group page is our page, right? Our Facebook page. That's one of our group pages right now. I use Facebook because Facebook is the most widespread. I mean, a lot of people still use Facebook, especially older people and network marketing, things of that sort. The pages I'm talking about where we can create, essentially what's going to happen is we all want to have the largest downline we can have. We want as many fans, as many businesses, as many people on our teams as we can. So essentially all of us are going to want to start with our page. So when I talk about the other pages, I'm talking about all the individual pages that you can create. I'm just giving you ideas on how to do it. You can look at our page, you can look at corporate's pages, you can look at all the pages that have been created, kind of give yourself ideas on how to do it. I can tell you right now, we started with 5 members. Like I mentioned before, we're over 6,000 members on our page because the page is hopping. There's always something going on. We're always posting new stuff. They come in for updates. They come in for support. They come in for the latest videos and this and that. I mean, there's a lot going on. So I treat the page like a business, which is another reason I have a couple admins helping me, because otherwise I won't have time to keep up. I mean, I do a lot with that page. And so these videos and these testimonials and things like that, those are all just small things I use for that page to help further enhance that page. But it would be awesome once we all start having our little individual team pages or whatever. Or, if you like the group page, that's amazing too. But on there, if I was in the group page, I would be very I still do my Facebook Lives. I do that kind of stuff. Like you want an online presence, whether you have a page or not, you want an online presence. Because also, because another argument on this is, well, How about just putting more people in our world, which we should all do. We should just load our world up with as many testimonials and people as we can. Because that's the corporate page. You want the corporate page to have 1 million people in there. Because when people look at corporate, you want them to say, oh, wow, that page is. So even if you create your own team page and stuff like that, you still want to drive people eventually over. Notice how I promote both. I promote my page and I always promote corporate's page. I always promote both because I want both of them to be large, because I need to give them, to send people their way as well, to give them more credibility and more visibility as well. And that's a good thing. You want to do that. We kind of work together hand in hand by doing that kind of stuff. But anyway, guys, it's on the hour. I got to run to other meetings. Thanks for coming out. I'm going to go ahead and post this for everybody. And then tomorrow night, we'll go back to what we were spoke about last week, and that's meetings, phone calls, and how to get people to meetings and how to set up your meetings, all that. That's going to be tomorrow night's training. So we will talk to you guys tomorrow night. Thanks.